It has the third largest industrial employment base in the state, and I bet you can't guess what city it is. Hello and thanks for joining us. I'm Laurel Hess and this is Comcast Newsmakers, taping here at the North American International Auto Show. I'm joined today by Auburn Hills City Manager Pete Auger. Did I just give it away? Welcome, by the way, but Auburn Hills was recently named, or given an award if you will, for having the third largest industrial employment base in the state. A lot going on, especially when it comes to industry.
It's an exciting place to be. We're the modern industrial city.
And are you growing? Because all we hear is that, manufacturing's dead. There's no more manufacturing going on in Michigan. We need to diversify, but it does not sound like that's the case in Auburn Hills.
No, we're growing, and our employment base are looking for more employees. So it's a good time to be in Auburn Hills, and it's a good thing. When you say manufacturing's dead, it's not dead, it's just different. It used to take 200 people to build something, now it only takes 100. There's more skilled trades involved in every part of the manufacturing process, and we're capitalizing on that. When we say we're an industrial city, some people might think industrial city has smokestacks and dirty. We got a very clean city. You go in our facilities, the companies that are in Auburn Hills, very clean, very well run, and there aren't any smokestacks. It's a great city. We have a lot of R&D in the city also.
And for folks who have not visited recently, certainly when you think of Auburn Hills from afar, you think of the Palace, you think of a Chrysler headquarters, but there's a whole lot more going on. You mentioned not smokestacks, but major other headquarters and small and large businesses alike everywhere.
Correct, from mom and pops all the way up to Chrysler, which has the largest facility in the United States besides the Pentagon. 7 million square feet, that's a lot of building. But then you have Borg Warner, you have Autoliv, you have Eagle Ottawa. A lot of companies put all their research dollars there. We have international companies from 30 different countries located in the city. A lot of synergy. When this brain power gets together and working on projects, it's fun to be around.
What's the big appeal? What makes companies want to do business in Auburn Hills?
We think we've developed a system that gets them in. We understand that time is a commodity. And these companies, when they want to start up a shop or they want to transfer, expand, time costs money. If they're not in their facility making things, they're not making money. So we've streamlined our process, what our planning department calls radical hospitality. When they come to our community, whether it's Magna coming in and wanting to expand in their e-car operations, they come in, they meet with our whole team, we put them through the process as fast as they can. One of our fastest ones we got through with Takata, it was 27 days in the government process. You go talk to any company about a 27-day process and it spins their head. Our normal process is only about 45 days. Usually it's the contractors and the construction people that can't keep up with our team.
Well, so it's great that you get them in and up and running and making money quickly, but once they're there, they don't leave, they stay for a reason as well. You must be listening to what their concerns are and what their needs are.
We try. We think it's about the relationship, and you're right, we just don't get them in the door and then forget about them. We try to build long-term relationships. One of the things we try to do is get in on a retention visit to every business that we have and ask them, what do you need? What don't you need? Are there regulations that are slowing your process down? Are there regulations that would help your business? Then we also try to represent those when we go to Lansing or we go to Washington, D.C. to try to help that business growth.
All right, and I understand the biggest challenge right now is just finding the right amounts and the right employees for the jobs.
From entry-level jobs going into some of these shops to high-end engineers, IT engineers, design engineers, all our companies seem to have the same question. Bring us employees, and where do we get them?
It's a good problem to have. Thank you so much for joining us today. Today's Comcast Newsmaker was Auburn Hills City Manager Pete Auger.